So I decided to do some Valentine's type crafting. I've said this also that it doesn't necessarily have to be just for Valentine's Day. It's pieces that can be used any time of year. So I had these three boxes that I've had some time actually. I purchased them sometime on clearance from the range last year. £1.75 for the three boxes in three different sizes. So I had this gingham material. As you know, I love the black and white gingham around our home for the last 12 months. So using anything that I already had to hand without purchasing anything else, I thought I would decorate these three boxes and a few other pieces as well. So these are the three boxes that I've done in a mixture of different sort of materials, keeping in like with the black and the white. Again, like I said, it's using everything that I already had, so this was actually a naught spend. In fact, all these little craft projects were actually everything I already had. So the first one is this one. I am so pleased how this came out. So I used, actually it was one of a bit of that sort of snow blanket as I used that I had left over from Christmas. I used that as the padding underneath this black and white gingham. I've got a little bit left of this material, and I got this from Amazon quite a few years ago now. And I said it was quite nice because the neutral boxes do actually go with my decor anyway. So the base, I've actually covered it with this Hessian ribbon. I had a little bit left which already had sort of the ribbon on there, and what I've done is to bring a bit more of the sort of the black and the white, I use this baker's twine there with one of these wooden hearts, just so it ties in, and then to neaten the edge up round the side, I've used two lots of sort of ribbon. I've used my lacy white ribbon, and then I've used some gingham ribbon as well. So that's the larger of the three boxes. So the medium one, like I said, I tried to tie them all in and just use sort of near enough the same sort of pieces, you know, sort of repeating like. So down here I've actually folded over some of the gingham material, used the white lace that actually is under this bit here, and again some of the baker's twine with another one of those hearts. Then I've used this black and white paper, the four wooden hearts on the top. I put four on so that I can stack them, and that the smaller one would lay sort of flat on top. And then white ribbon round the side with this gingham ribbon as well. So that is the second one, and I've done it so that I could stack them like that. Then the third one, I've used this paper that is on the top of this one, the white lace again with the black and white baker's twine. As I've done with the other two, I've got one of those wooden hearts. These I believe I got from Amazon a fair few years ago, and like I said, it's using, reviewing and reusing, or using pieces I already have. And again, using the same paper that's on the outside. On this one I've cut out a heart, then a smaller heart in this love paper, and then I had this one gingham button that I thought I want to showcase it because I only had the one, and I used a very tiny little bit of this sort of twine that came off of another piece of sort of ribbon, like the bottom it frayed off, so I thought I'd just put that through the holes and make a bow. So they all stack up like so, and they will go on my black shelving as I'm actually in the process of doing my planning. And then this weekend I'm going to change quite a few pieces around in my cubby, back doorway and lounge to make things a lot easier for getting at things, and especially in this area because I need to declutter and really have a major sort out to make it a lot easier to maneuver around, because it just gets, you know, so chock-a-block. And I'm finding that the places in our home that does get messed up is the places that I've got too much stuff. So that's the 3 boxes. So another piece of crafting I did, as you might have seen or I've shared previously, I said about changing up a few bits and pieces, and this is one of them. If you remember, it had a red heart on here, and I want to get away from the red heart. So I've got this quote here. I presume it did come from Poundland. Life is short, break the rules, forgive quickly, kiss slowly, love truly, laugh uncontrollably. So I've used a very tiny little bit of material. It took a little while to cut it right down, but at least with this sort of wooden heart, it covers it up pretty well, and stuck that over the top just to bring a bit of that gingham in. Then I've stuck some of the black and white gingham on the top and the bottom, and then I've layered up this little white bow that I had in with my ribbons, and again another one of those little strands of twine just to sort of layer it up and to bring it all in, so it's like the white and the black. So I'm really pleased with that. So just those few little touches. It doesn't have to be something too complicated to fit in with your decor. So, and even just to give it a little bit of you know, a change. The next one is that this is why it's taken a little while to get this sort of video up. I spent about a week in the evenings because obviously backwards and forwards doing different things and the hospital and everything, that I was making these hearts, and I was making them out of anything and everything. Like this is like the backing of one of my sort of books, and I had some pearls, again ribbon and everything, and cardboard. This was actually the packaging out of like Cadbury chocolate well things, cakes, and then I backed it with some brown paper, one of those hearts, and then using a black biro, I did a few little lines around so it looks like stitching. This is just some, you know, sort of some ideas. Again, some of the white packaging. I've got white lace there and a pearl just to give you some sort of ideas of what I was doing, and I made so many different hearts for my different projects. And one of the projects is this heart wreath. This was something else that I pulled to bits. It has some white flowers and leaves on, and what I've done is I've used one of those canvases and I've put this music paper on because I want it for my black shelving, and funny enough, this canvas is at the right height actually and fits lovely on one of the shelves, because I sort of tried it out before I put this on, and none of this is actually fixed onto the canvas. It has got a little bit of glue dots underneath so that I can change it if I wish and put something else on there, or another wreath if I want to. And the black ribbon was already on there, and I've just added this gingham ribbon and these hearts, and I don't know if this will come up, and it's got like all its bits of scrap things and some of the little sayings. I've got I love you. I've used quite a lot of these little pearl hearts. I've got black and this sort of neutral paper, and I cut it all out in hearts, different papers. I've got with love. I've got another little pearl on there. I've little tiny bits of offcuts of the ribbon that's been trimmed off. I've put on hearts as well, and this one says fairy tale feelings. I love you. And again, I cut some of the white ribbon down and put a pearl on like that. Then I had this little wooden little plaque thing, and I've stuck on hugs and kisses in this black. And this is actually a white wicker wreath. As I said, it used to be on my front door, and I pulled it to bits so I could reuse it. Sometimes I don't like to put too much glue on things, so that I can actually change them out and pull them to bits. So that is the heart, so I'm really pleased with that. I've had this for I don't know how long, quite a while. I paid about 99p from the charity shop, and I always visioned on doing something with it, and because the black and the glass and everything, I thought this would work out really well. So what I've done in here, like I sort of said, I've used some scraps bits of paper. It's got hearts on, and then I've tied it with a little bit of black and white of the baker's twine, and also in there is pearl hearts, like I was showing you that I've got sort of through my decor that I've been making. So that's what I've done there. Then with other scraps of ribbon, lace, everything sort of ties in together. So I've put these all on the sort of hooks. I used a permanent marker, just basically this one. I coloured one of those wooden hearts in, and I've stuck a little pearl heart on there just to match it all up. So I can actually, with this small hole here, with tweezers, I can actually empty it and get the pieces out, because I've already tried. So I can actually change the decor and put, even maybe I can get a tiny plastic sort of foliage and everything, so I could put foliage in there during the summer, whatever I want to, so I can change it out and just change the inside whenever I want to. So I said, for everything that I got, and just the 99p for this, which I had in my decor cupboard, and I had thought about getting rid of it, but as you know, I'm loving the black, and so I thought, well, I'll do something. If I hadn't done anything this time, then I would have got rid of it, and that's all about sort of reviewing what I already have and sort of trying to do, you know, sort of upcycle or reinvent the pieces I already had. So the next project was using this pad that I got from the range. This was $2.99 on Top of the World, and if I can find the right sheet, I've also cut pieces out of this one, which I'll go back to that one in a moment. If I can find the one that I use, so I can sort of show you. I've cut things out this bit as well. And I say I love some of these, but I've done it so that I can change it up whenever I want, and I probably will do this again actually using something else. So let's see if I can find the sheet. So I do love this pad. So this is the sheet that I actually used, but because it was like an A4 canvas, it didn't actually fit. So what I did was, because of the look of this sheet, it's almost like a collage, but I wanted to keep this part in at the bottom here. So what I did was I sort of cut it like that and going up, so that this bit can be moved over to this bit so that it would fit the A4 sheet. There is bits that I've added on and other bits that I've cut off. So basically it was cut down here, along here and down there. And this is what I came up with. Also using pieces off of another sheet as well. and I am really pleased with how this one's turned out. So this is the bit that's actually here. This bit, like an L shape, is put on. So it's got let's lay under the stars and dream together. So then I put this black bit on. This happiness was already on there, but what I did was, because I didn't want the, I think it was the brown, I think it was the brown colour or green, I can't remember, I think it was brown, because I wanted this bit of love to come through. So I cut the bit off here and cut around the happiness around here, so it looks more like a collage. Then in this bit I wanted to bring a little bit of green in, so I got perfectly imperfect, and then we got the best day ever, I feel on top of the world, and then on this blank bit that was up here I put this little sticker, you are so lovely. And then I cut this heart out so I could put this as though it's coming off of the canvas, saying yay with the heart. So I cut that out. So it was a matter of just sticking bits on so it looks more like a collage. And with the cream and the bits of green, this goes up on my stairs, because obviously our carpet's green up there, and I was putting maybe some sort of faux plants and everything and greenery in with this to tie in, and this will go through even to spring for a couple of months anyway, so I don't necessarily have to change the decor, and I don't have to change any of the decor, if that makes sense. So I have got one more piece, but I need to move out of my craft cubby because I can't really show you it properly on my desk, although I probably could prop it up against my desk so I can show you what I've done, also using the different hearts. And this is another reason why it's taken me so long to get this video sort of sorted out, because I've been doing bits and pieces in the evenings. So again, using this frame that I got from the charity shop quite a few years ago. As you know, I decorated it at Christmas time and had some photographs put in it, and this is why I'm actually been putting all these hearts that I've been doing all through sort of the evenings, and cutting these little things out. So I've got Precious there going up, I've got Breathtaking, and at the bottom I've got Together, right down the bottom there. And these are all the different hearts, different papers I've used, anything I could get my hands on to decorate the little hearts, like this one, which is like, it looks like pieces of tree, and that's actually a paper that I managed to get enough out of to make a heart. It's got lots of love. I've used music paper there, card that I had with ribbon, and keep using these hearts. 1,000 kisses there. You are my life. And some of the pieces are even like that one came out of a Christmas book, that little bow, but I think it goes well. You Make Me Smile, again using scraps of ribbon, a lot of the baker's twine and different papers. And then down the bottom there you've got some more pearls and more baker's twine. So I spent, as I say, all evening doing this one, well, a couple of evenings actually, doing a few hearts and decorating them each evening. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.